Just in, Spanish royal family sparks wedding speculation, the rumor everyone is talking about. A quiet palace. A predictable routine. A family the world believes it understands. Then suddenly, a whisper. A rumor. A spark that overturns everything. But what if the story everyone thinks they know is completely wrong? What if the truth behind the wedding speculation isn't what the headlines are screaming, but something far more intimate, far more emotional, and far more dangerous for the Spanish crown? It started with a single appearance. One moment. One look. One unexpected gesture that triggered a storm of speculation. The Spanish royal family, usually guarded, composed, and meticulously polished, suddenly found themselves at the center of a global rumor mill. And the world leaned in closer, eager to catch the slightest hint of confirmation. For months, the royal household had been unusually silent on certain matters, particularly when it came to the private lives of the young royals. Silence, in the world of monarchy, speaks louder than words. And silence, especially from the Spanish crown, almost always means something is happening behind closed doors. But this time, the tension felt different. Warmer. More emotional. As though something personal, something delicate, was unfolding just out of sight. It began when Princess Leonor, future Queen of Spain, stepped out during a seemingly ordinary public engagement. She appeared more composed than ever, yet her expressions held a softness people hadn't seen before. Her gestures seemed thoughtful, her presence, more grounded. Something in her demeanor sparked questions. Was she in love? Was she hiding a truth the palace wasn't ready for the world to see? The curiosity loop began instantly. If she was in love, with whom? How long had this been going on? And who inside the royal family was trying to keep it under control? The speculation intensified when Queen Letizia was spotted giving Leonor a subtle, protective glance during a ceremony, one of those tiny, blink-and-you-miss-it moments. But the cameras caught it. Millions replayed it. Analysts dissected it. That look wasn't political. It wasn't ceremonial. It was maternal. Fiercely maternal. As if the queen was shielding her daughter from a truth that was growing too big to contain. Then came King Felipe. Reserved. Steady. A monarch who moves with precision. Yet even he appeared more watchful, more calculating. Some interpreted it as stress. Others believed he was preparing for a shift inside the crown, an enormous shift that would alter the monarchy's future. Meanwhile, the gossip machine spun faster. Every smile Leonor offered, every moment of distraction, every brief exchange with young European royals her age became potential evidence. Was there a suitor? Was a relationship already being discussed behind closed palace doors? Was a union being quietly considered, analyzed, weighed for political harmony and emotional truth? But here's where it gets interesting. The speculation wasn't only about Leonor. Because suddenly, another name entered the conversation. Infanta Sofia. Graceful, warm, unfiltered in a way Leonor can't afford to be. People began to wonder if perhaps the unexpected wedding whispers were not about the future queen at all, but about her younger sister. Sofia had recently shown remarkable confidence in public, stunning commentators with her maturity. And she, too, had been seen sharing quiet, unexplained moments with a familiar young figure from another European royal house. This created a new curiosity loop. If the rumor wasn't about Leonor, was it about Sofia? And if so, why the palace silence? Were two different stories being confused into one explosive rumor? Still, the strongest whispers remained. Centered on Leonor, because her future marriage carries an enormous weight. A union involving the future monarch isn't just romantic, it's political, cultural, and symbolic. It defines an era. It shapes the nation's image. It influences alliances and traditions. For months, insiders had hinted that Leonor was finally stepping into a phase of life where personal choices and royal obligations collide. She has always been disciplined, controlled, relentlessly trained for her destiny. And yet, she's human. 19. Capable of love, heartbreak, confusion, and desire. Like anyone her age, she longs for normalcy. For a life that feels like her own. But unlike everyone her age, the world watches her every move. So when a trusted confidant of the royal household leaked that Leonor had been, emotionally invested, in someone for quite some time, the speculation skyrocketed. Emotional investment. Those two words set the entire royal watching world on fire. Who was he? Where did they meet? How did they keep it secret? Was the palace aware from the beginning? And most importantly, was the crown approving this relationship? Some said he was.